face. I get them from outer space. Come them jealous, find them ways. To be amazing. Just now.
Listen all day, every day on your favorite streaming platform. The clean, fresh sound. Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Go on, Dianna. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. I know you're ready. Just go on. Just go on. Because I know I already see that you're itching up. So go ahead.
It throw me off. It throw me off. It throw me off, man. Oh, gosh.
Got the rhythm.
SPJ. Hey, good morning, SPJ. How are you today? It's your girl, Dee. That's right there. I was intimidated by the look I was receiving, guys.
What intimidation? I was so good to you this morning. I did not say a thing. I told you to go right ahead. I even tell the listeners morning yet. You see, you had the whole flow. What intimidation? Little me, I could never do that. Never.
Who will you believe? No size does not matter.
All right. Good morning, SVG. Good morning. We are here with you for another Monday morning. The start of a brand new week. Brand new week. And almost the start of a brand new month. Because, yeah, the last day in September. It is... Boy, anyways, it is the last day in September. All right. So good morning to everybody. I trust that all of you had a great weekend. I hope that you had a rest-filled weekend and that you are ready for a productive week. All right. Just want to shout out the folks in Union Island. Yeah, they're getting special shout outs, right? Just shouting them up and hoping that they are okay. Yeah. All right. What's happening? All right, Dianna, talk again. Let me hear something.
Right. Good morning, SVG. How are you doing? I am mad. Listen, this morning, I cannot wait for us to get into the topics this morning. I am so excited. Whew, I am excited. I don't have any Monday blues. I don't have any Monday blues this morning. I hope that I am being heard properly.
All right. After one thing is another, and good heavens. All right.
Okay, so here is
all right. Okay, Dianna, you gotta keep talking while I try to fix this.
All right.
So we could get into this. Okay, so first off, all right, so just want to wish everybody a good one today. All right. All right, Dianna, you take all this time and let me try play MacGyver.
All right then. So while Roleza is trying to sort out the issue that we're having, Lord, what have we been having issues? When it's not one thing, it's
oh, we have good news for you. Our phone lines are back up and working. All right, they are back up. So for those of you who showed great patience with us for the past couple of weeks, thank you very much. It's appreciated. I know that some persons they called back, they just kept trying to call, and sometimes they eventually got through. But just really want to tell everybody, thanks so much for your patience, but our phone lines are back up, right? I'll dip in again to try to figure this out.
Yes, so we could hear all the voices that we did not hear last week. Trust me. Thank you, Miss Samuel. Wait, hold on. I need to get serious. Okay. All right, guys. So as I was saying,
no, yeah, I train. This is the one we don't have Superman in studio.
So no, that's why we gotta step up and be our Superwoman.
Girl, yeah, but not for technology.
All right. So I can't remember what I was saying. I got some excitement there, but here now. October is basically here. Tomorrow is October, and you know what happens in October? Our biggest thing. Well, you're probably thinking of two things. So we have Miss SPG. Hold on a minute, guys. Sorry about that. Right. So you're thinking about Miss SVG probably as well as independence. Okay. So this morning, last week, I don't think I gave you any of our sayings to tell me what they mean. So I'm coming this morning bright and early. Right? What does it mean? So while we're trying to sort out the issue, you guys can let me know how I sound, how you're hearing me, and what the song is coming, how the song coming. In the meantime, the first one you're gonna have to tell me this morning, what does it mean when we say in Vincy Creole, don't make your finger longer than your hand? Actually, I thought don't make your finger longer than your nail before. But when I'm reading from here, it says don't make your finger longer than your hand. So in Vincy, what does it mean when we tell somebody to make your finger longer than your hand? Right? That's the first one for us this morning. But anyways, we're gonna get into our topic this morning.
All right. Talk again, me here.
All right. Hi. Good morning.
Yeah, you do sound like you're in the background. Superman, I didn't get this sorted. All right, let's go ahead. All right, we figure this out in a bit. All right, so Dianna, how was your weekend though?
It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. I had an okay weekend.
Okay.
Oh no, wait, hold on a minute. Wait, I just remember something. No, my weekend was better than that because I had rehearsal on Saturday. So whenever I have to get together with my creative people, it is always amazing. So that was the highlight of my weekend, guys. I had rehearsal for a production that is to be featured in the National Performing Arts Festival. Right? So,
oh yeah, on a big stage.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you. Come and watch it just as fine and sit down right in the front seat. Sit down right in the front seat. Let me see if you stay focused.
I will.
All right. There wasn't much to it. I stayed home. I looked at that movie, Julie, finally. That Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez movie. Oh, you never heard of it? Julie, is like they keep saying it's like one of the worst movies ever. So I decided let me sit down and look at this movie, and yeah, it ain't too far off. It's just long and drawn out for no good reason. But yeah, it's an old movie. Julie? Yeah. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. That's how Benny first started.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how Benny first started.
Oh,
right.
Wow,
yeah. I mean, there are like a couple movies that I've never looked at. Simply because, like Star Wars, I've never looked at Star Wars. I've never looked at Harry Potter. I think I started looking at that. I never looked at that, so it's like movies that people would call. Yeah, some of them just missed me altogether. I was looking at something recently that was saying that Julie was one of the worst movies. And I said, you know what, let me sit down and look at this, and I saw why it made it to the list. Yeah, the movie was just long and drawn out for no good reason. But yeah, that's probably the highlight of my weekend, which is kind of weird. But it is what it is. It was a productive weekend nonetheless. All right, so we're jumping into our stories at this time. All right, so we have good news. We, as usual, when we get into extravagant news, no, none of this is scandalous. Absolutely none of this is scandalous news. All right. So we're starting off with a bit of positivity, and we're looking at Vincies who are excelling. And first up, we note that our Vincy Jewels, won the 2024 ECCB International Netball Series. All right, so I'm reading this from One News St. Vincent. St. Vincent and Grenadines netball team, Vincy Jewels, has won the 4th Eastern Caribbean, or the ECCB International Netball Series, in a competitive match that happened last night against Grenada, who were the defeating champions. SVG prevailed, scoring 59 to Grenada's 50. All right. Scores are a lot closer than we saw before in some other scores that we called out. They're much closer. So this meant that it must have been a really good and exciting game. Right? So Grenada took the 2nd position in the series, while St. Lucia took the 3rd position. The most valuable player for SVG was Christina Christopher, who plays mainly in the wing attack position. All right. So the most accurate shooter in the tournament was also from SVG, Marianne Frederick, who scored 373 goals with a 92.8% accuracy rate. kind of look like you're trying to put some people to shame, man. Right? But so we want to extend our congratulations to the jewels of the Caribbean. Right? In this case, it's SVG Jewels, all right? On winning the ECCB championship, the netball series this year. So much congratulations to the team.
Yes, Roleza, I am so excited. I went to the match last night, but I got in late, so it was at the final part of the game. It was so amazing. I was there and before, because we saw what they did to others before, as you mentioned, we did the low scores, and I went and I saw that the scores were close. I was like, oh boy, come on, Vincy, come on. And we did it. And what I think was so excellent about that game is the trophy that they won, or at least one of the trophies. It's called the Gloria Valentine Trophy. You know, and the fact that Vincies won a Vincy, a trophy named after a Vincy person. And additionally, Moet Games, who, our recently appointed international umpire, that was the first game that he umpired since he was appointed. So it's the excellence all throughout.
If I see your Dianna face later, just break.
Yes, I'm so excited. I love it. I really hope that our girls get something really great when they come back. I noticed Mary was limping last night. She was a bit hot, so I'm hoping that, somebody who had a span could give her a little spa treatment.
You want to cough again? You got everything out? All right, Dianna. All right.
Begging for that for our shooter, please. She deserves it.
All right. And in other news, in terms of Vincies who are excelling, we want to congratulate Vincential Legal Scholar who has been featured by the U.S. Library of Congress. And this is none other than Miss Jylen Williams. So Jylen is a Vincentian legal scholar who is featured in the U.S. Law Library of Congress, which is considered the largest library in the world. Ms. Williams, who has experience as a legal officer in SVG at the FIU, has served as a foreign law intern with the Library of Congress, Global Legal Research Directorate of the Law Library of Congress in the U.S. Ms. Williams received a Fulbright Scholarship in 2023 and earned an LLM in International Law and Justice from the Fordham University School of Law in New York recently, the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C. said. All right, so if you wish to read more of Miss Williams or Jylen's success, you can go to One News St. Vincent and get that full story. But I personally want to wish Jylen much congratulations on her continued excellence, all right? Much success to her and her continued excellence. Yeah, we used to work together, so that's why. Right? So, of course, just always proud when I see my former colleagues just excelling. So, just quite happy for her. Quite happy for her.
And as a Vincentian, I too am proud. Listen, I am feeling so proud. I will be so disappointed if our independence celebration is not something,
big,
hot,
yeah,
big, hot, nice. Listen, just this year alone, I am so proud of my country.
All right, and in terms of another Vincy who is excelling, we have a Vincentian academic who gets published by another global publishing house. This person who we're speaking of, a book by Vincentian academic Dr. Emmanuel Quashie, has received approval for publication from Routledge, considered one of the top 5 leading academic publishers in the world. The book is titled The War on Terror and the Caribbean Schmitten Perspectives. I'm quite sure I didn't pronounce that properly, so that's why I dropped my voice. All right. Dr. Quashie told One News SVG the book explores the horrific September 11, 2001 terrorist attack, commonly called 9/11, and the subsequent war on terror and its impact on the Caribbean. All right, just for some information with regards to who Dr. Quashie is. Dr. Quashie lectures at the University of the West Indies Mona campus in the Faculty of Social Sciences and holds a PhD in politics with a focus on terrorism. He obtained his PhD at the Queen's University Belfast in Northern Ireland. Since obtaining his PhD, he has also written a number of academic papers, including Rethinking the Caribbean Basin Initiative, a case study of U.S. foreign policy toward the Caribbean, which was published in August of 2023. All right, so if you want to read more of that story, you can also go to One News St. Vincent. But yet again, we are shining the spotlight on another Vincentian academic who is excelling. All right?
And just to add, our Governor General as well is among 4 Vincentians that are being awarded an honorary doctorate from UE to the third Vincentian Excellence again. So she is to receive that award. And looking at all of these great things that we've been doing, Vincentians excelling in sports, Vincentians being recognized in distinguished and reputable organizations and so on. And I remember the SBGCC motto that says nothing limits excellence, and it's just so fitting how excellent we are. Vincentians, we have so much to celebrate October 27th. Yeah, anyways. That's that.
All right. So we just want to say, so Joshua says my wife and her boss, Dr. Rosa, listening for the last 10 minutes. So good morning to Mrs. Richardson and to her boss, Dr. Rosa. Special good morning to you guys. Morning. If you're on the live, you will see why I'm troubling somebody. All right. So we are going to jump out at this time. Remember that at 7:35. We will bring to you today's traffic talk. And then at 7:45, I'll ponder on these things with Mr. Lansford Weeks. All right. So we are going to jump out, get this mic sorted, and be back with you for more activated mornings this morning.
Ready